A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic for chapter photosynthesis in higher plants. We are going to discuss about the factor affecting the photosynthesis. So, student, let us begin or start with the topic. Now, that is Blackman's law of limiting factor. We are going to discuss about the Blackman's law of limiting factor. Law of limiting factor. Blackman's law of limiting factor. We are actually, according to the Blackman's law of limiting factor, he states that how the other factor inhibit or increase the photosynthesis process, or down the photosynthesis process, or inhibit the photosynthesis process. Now, first we are going to discuss about the light, effect of light, temperature, effect of amount of carbon dioxide available, and water stress. So these are the following factors which control or affect the photosynthesis process. So what are light, temperature, and water, and carbon dioxide, amount of carbon dioxide. These are the limiting factors. Now, these are the limiting factors. Now, first is the light intensity. In the given that line, that as light increases, rate of photosynthesis increases, but the graph showing but a certain amount. Now, further increase in the light intensity makes a constant photosynthesis process, rate of photosynthesis. So, what is the graph state that the photosynthesis increase in the light intensity, but up to a limit. That limit, if the limit is crossed, neither there is the increase in the photosynthesis or not increase in the related process. So Blackman's law of limiting factor denotes that if we increase the light intensity, the rate of photosynthesis is also increased by increase in the light intensity, but up to a certain limit. If that limit cross, that the light intensity, the rate of reaction increase by a constant. That line shows the constant rate of reaction. Further, no increase in the light intensity after the limit, if the limit is crossed, or the light intensity reaches up to maximum light. If the maximum light amount of light or light intensity increase beyond the limit, so may cause the photooxidation of chlorophyll A. So that's why there is neither increase or nor the photosynthesis process takes place in that plant, because in the high intensity of light, that cross or the light intensity increase beyond its limit, so also cause the photooxidation process. Now let us discuss about the second limit is the carbon dioxide also affect or increase the rate of reaction, rate of photosynthesis. So actually, if we are going to compare the light intensity and carbon dioxide, both increase the photosynthesis process, because light in the Z scheme, light responsible for the emission of electron, or they through the light harvesting complexes finally ATP and NADPH2 synthesize. And NADPH2 H plus synthesize in the presence of light. But if carbon dioxide is not present in a medium or in the atmosphere, the rate of reaction, the rate of photosynthesis process decrease by the decrease in the rate of carbon dioxide, because the carbon dioxide is important for the synthesis of carbohydrate in the dark reaction. So carbon dioxide used during the dark reaction. So that's why the photosynthesis process occurs. Carbon dioxide is needed for the synthesis of carbohydrate. Now student, let us discuss about if the minimum number of carbon dioxide present, so it may be reduced. The number of carbon dioxide is reduced, so photosynthesis rate decrease. But if it increase in the carbon dioxide, so also cause the rate of photosynthesis increase in the rate of photosynthesis too, but up to a limit. After limit, there is further no increase in the photosynthesis process, because the ribose bisphosphate is limit. As we discussed in the biomolecule chapter, the enzyme and the substrate reaction only takes place. The rate of reaction may increase with the increase in the concentration of enzyme and the concentration of substrate, but up to a limit, because no more enzyme available for binding with the carbon dioxide, because they are limited in amount. The enzyme Rubisco is limited in amount. That's why further increase in the carbon dioxide, no further increase in the rate of photosynthesis process, because of the limit of the Rubisco enzyme. So it is important aspect of the carbon dioxide. Now let us discuss about the temperature. Now, what actually temperature do? Temperature if low, so rate of photosynthesis is low. We will discuss, or I will explain later. First we read the line, then we understand about what actually line is saying. Now temperature increase and rate of photosynthesis also increase, but if temperature too hot, rate drops. The graph is showing in a parabola graph actually form. Now, rate of reaction, what actually during the photosynthesis happen? The rate increase if the temperature increase at a certain limit. The rate of photosynthesis also increase, but during the low temperature, what happened during because it is also related with the enzyme Rubisco, the enzymes become inactive during the low temperature, during the freezing point. If the temperature is low, so enzymes are inactive. That's why the rate of photosynthesis is low. That's why the rate of photosynthesis is low, because the enzymes are inactive. They work optimum temperature. If we talk about our body enzymes, so our body enzyme work at 37 degrees centigrade. If the body temperature gets low, our enzymes become inactive. So all the physiology which happens in our body gets slow. Like animals, plants too shows the antibodies or enzymes and substrate reaction occur in the body, in the plant body. So during the low temperature, the enzymes become inactive. That's why the rate of photosynthesis become low. Whenever we increase the temperature, but what is the limit of the temperature? The limit is approximately 40 degrees centigrade, 30 to 40 degrees centigrade. In that temperature, the optimum temperature, the plants synthesize carbohydrate, plant undergoes in photosynthesis process. But beyond the 40 degrees centigrade, beyond the 40 degrees centigrade, the plants are not able to photosynthesize and form the carbohydrate, synthesize carbohydrate from the photosynthesis process. So because of the above the 45 to 55 or 40 to 50 degrees centigrades, now the enzyme become inactive or degraded. So higher temperature denatured the enzyme because enzyme formed by the proteins, or we know the proteins get denatured at higher temperature. If the temperature become high, so denaturation, obviously the denaturation of the protein molecule takes place. So that's why riboscope and the other enzyme become inactive. That's why the rate of photosynthesis decrease with increase in the temperature. So this diagram showing, or the graph showing the rate of photosynthesis, what happened during the low temperature or what happened during the high temperature. The optimum temperature is the temperature of 30 to 40 degrees centigrade, 40 degrees centigrade or even 25 degrees centigrade. Also the plants are able to synthesize, but the rate of photosynthesis is low. Now beyond the 40 degrees centigrade, the temperature, again the plants are not able to synthesize or not synthesize carbohydrate, or rate of reaction decrease by decrease in the temperature. That's why the photosynthesis process decrease in the temperature because of the denaturation of the protein molecule or denaturation of the enzymes. Now let us discuss about the next point. The process that uses the sun's energy to make simple sugar is. So this is the question related with the chapter. So the process that uses the sun's energy to make simple sugar is. So we are discussing about the photosynthesis. Simple. The question is very simple. Which is that? Now next question is. The function accomplished by the light-dependent reaction is. The function accomplished by the light-dependent reaction is. Now energy, that is the energy storage. In the light-dependent reaction, we understand about how the ATP molecule gets synthesized during the cyclic or non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In the photophosphorylation, ATP and NADPH get synthesized. So these are the energies molecule or the currency of energies. ATP is the currency of energy and NADPH too. So these molecules are synthesized during the light dependent reaction. Now next is other than these questions are all of photosynthesis. What happened during during the low temperature or what happened during the high temperature. The optimum temperature is the temperature of 30 to 40 degree centigrade, 40 degree centigrade or even 25 degree centigrade. Also the plants are able to synthesize, but the rate of photosynthesis is low. Now beyond the 40 degree centigrade, the temperature, again the plants are not able to synthesize or not synthesize carbohydrate or rate of reaction decrease by increase in the temperature. That's why the photosynthesis process decrease in the temperature because of the denaturation of the protein molecule or denaturation of the enzymes. Now let us discuss about the next point. The process that uses the sun's energy to make simple sugar is. So this is the question related with the chapter. So the process that uses the sun's energy to make simple sugar is. So we are discussing about the photosynthesis. Simple. The question is very simple. Which is that? Now next question is. The function accomplished by the light dependent reaction is. The function accomplished by the light dependent reaction is. Now energy, that is the energy storage. In the light dependent reaction we understand about how the ATP molecule gets synthesized during the cyclic or non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In the photophosphorylation, ATP and NADPH NADPH2 get synthesized. So these are the energies molecule or the currency of energies. ATP is the currency of energy and NADPH2. So these molecules are synthesized during the light dependent reaction. Now next is other than these questions are also most of the questions we can solve from the topic like where do the light harvesting complexes are present, or in which cell part, in which cell organelle cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation takes place, in which part of the chloroplast dark reaction will take place. Now, why sunlight is important during the photosynthesis process? During dark reaction, why it is said that this is the dark reaction or not the light reaction? Why differentiate the light reaction from the dark reaction? What are the products of dark reaction? What are the products of light reaction? How many types of acceptor molecules present on photosystem first and second both? Now, what is the function of ferrodoxy? What is function of NADP reductase? These are the most asked questions from the topic photosynthesis, from the chapter photosynthesis. Let us summarize all the topics which we have discussed in this chapter. That is the chloroplast. In the chloroplast, the membrane is double membranous structure. Inside the chloroplast, the organ different part is known as grana, formed by the thylakoid. Both the grana are attached with each other by the stroma laminae. In the stroma is the matrix present in the chloroplast. In the stroma, dark reaction carried out or light independent reaction carried out in the C3 cycle or C4 cycle. C4 cycle runs in the C4 plants where the bundle sheath cells are present, viscoenzyme present in the bundle sheath cells. In the light dependent reaction occur in the thylakoid membrane thylakoid membrane consists of different transmembrane proteins. These are transmembrane proteins collectively formed by the different pigment molecules, reaction center, accessory pigments that surrounds the reaction center or inhibit or prevent the reaction center from the photooxidation. If the high energy energetic photon strike on the reaction center, that result in the photooxidation of the reaction center. That's why the reaction center chlorophyll A surrounded by accessory pigment. The light pass from the accessory pigment through the accessory pigment to the reaction center, and electron emit from the atomic nucleus to the orbit, which is accepted by the electron acceptor present on the photosystem second, which absorb the light of 680 nanometer. This electron acceptor is plasticrylone, then transfer the electron in a downhill manner to the electron transport system, which consists of formed by B6 cytochrome B6F and plastocyanine. Finally, ATP get produced from the electron transport system, and electron move in the downhill stream to the photosystem first, which absorb the light of 700 nanometer, and the electron get photon get strike on the accessory pigment, and makes the electron again energetic, and that jumps from the orbit from the atomic nucleus into an orbit, and that is accepted by ferredoxine electron acceptor in a uphill manner. Then again ferredoxine move the electron in a downhill manner, that is accepted by the NADP reductase. With the help of electron and proton, NADP reduce the NADP plus to form NADPH+. So here is that scheme which takes place in the light dependent reaction, or reactions occur in the thylakoid membrane. Now, in the thylakoid membrane, the NADP reductase enzyme is present, and another most important reaction is splitting of water molecule also takes place in the thylakoid membrane, where the protons move into the lumen. That's make protons move into the lumen. That's form the high proton gradient, create high proton gradient inside the lumen. That's why we have discussed about the chemiosmotic hypothesis, in which in the chemiosmotic hypothesis we synthesize the protein, we synthesize the energetic molecule ATP, because ATP synthase enzyme is present in the F1 particle. FO particle is embedded in the membrane, whereas the CF1 particle present towards the outside, or have the enzyme ATP synthase. When the proton pass through the channel formed by the CF1-FO particle, that makes ATPase enzyme active, or that active enzyme bind ADP and inorganic phosphate to form ATP. So this is the basic mechanism of ATP synthesis through the chemiosmotic hypothesis we have discussed in the chapter, which is given by the Mitchell in 1961. So it is so important to understand how the ATP get formed. Only the proton gradient create a gradient to form the ATP. Electrons are also responsible for the synthesis of NADPH2, NADPH plus H plus, or through the electron and proton. NADPH plus H plus also synthesize NADP plus synthesize the NADPH plus H plus. This is the overall mechanism. In non-cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in stroma lamellae, or stroma lamellae there is no presence of photosystem, second and the NADP reductase enzyme. So this is the process of photorespiration. I hope you like this video, student, and photosynthesis process. I hope you like this video, student, and thank you for listening and watching me.